Oh, and Mr. Fruit Stand Man's short $100. And Tough Guy here's got to prove a point. What are you gonna do? Knock his fruits over? What a dirtbag. And you gonna sucker punch the guy? Welcome back to the Forbidden Lego City. It's an early Wednesday morning, and the grocer is heading in to open up shop. Today we're going to take a look at our second building in the city, the Green Grocer. The Green Grocer is adjacent to the Corner Cafe, here on Mulberry Street. It is a 3-story building, with the grocery store being on the ground floor. The second and third floor is an apartment that's rented out by the sergeant and his wife. A local couple that's been living here for years. And the Sarge, he grew up in this neighborhood. Now, with their 2 girls all grown up and moved out, they stay because they like the comfort of their own neighborhood. Now that the fruit stand man has arrived at work, you see the grocer and the fruit stand man setting up shop in front of the store. Seeing how space is tight, they spread out onto the street. The fruit stand man's a good guy. He sublets from the grocer and is always ready with the helping hand. Here you can see the grocer in her blue overall and red hair, with help from the fruit stand man with his blue overall and white shirt. As they set up the fruit stand and now bring the tables with the dry goods, it is so early in the morning that no one's on the street and dawn is just about to break. And of course, overseeing every morning is Mr. Tuxedo Man. He's a local retiree who has a big heart and plenty of time on his hand. He always believes in dressing well, but a tuxedo this early in the morning? With the top hat? Alright. As the grocer and the fruit stand man finish setting up, their customers stop by every day to pick up their groceries, and especially on their way home from work, as living space in the city is pretty tight. Here's a sergeant this morning heading off to work. He's in an especially good mood this morning because both his daughters are coming over for the weekly Wednesday night family dinners. The sergeant was born and bred in the city. He made sergeant 4 years ago, and he's trying to clean up the neighborhood. But the old way of doing things die hard, especially when you grew up with those same guys. Before starting his day, the sergeant greets the shopkeeper, says morning to the grocer, hello to Mr. Tuxedo Man, and he makes his way to the subway. The one thing that this neighborhood respects is his principle of a handshake and his word. 15 minutes later, Joanna, the sergeant's wife, begins her day. Joanna was born and raised overseas and is well educated. She's an investigative reporter for the city's newspaper. She's currently and secretively investigating this city's dark side. All the rumors, all the legends, all the secrets. Before starting her day, she greets the shopkeeper, she greets the grocer, she greets the Mr. Tuxedo Man, and then she makes her way to the subway. As mid to late afternoon approaches, you see the crowd starting to build, as people are picking up their groceries on their way home from work. Business is swift, which tends to keep the fruits and vegetables fresh. And in this neighborhood, people tend to pick up their groceries daily, as apartment living and refrigerators are pretty tight. Oh no, what do you have here? It's the time of the month, protection money time. You give, they take, every month. Here, the grocer kicks up her share. What are you gonna do? It's part of doing business. And down the block they go, business by business. Oh, and Mr. Fruit Stand Man's short $100. And Tough Guy here's got to prove a point. What are you gonna do? Knock his fruits over? What a dirtbag. And you gonna sucker punch the guy? Your mom's real proud. And stall by stall, you're doing business on Mulberry Street. And even the cheese lady's got a kick up. As early evening approaches, you see the Sarge getting off his shift. He's gonna stop by the grocer to pick up a few things. Tonight's dinner's gonna be special. Ellie, his oldest daughter, just made assistant district attorney at the DA's office. The Sarge shares this with the grocer and tells her how proud he is. He heads inside and goes directly to Ellie's favorite dessert. Gets some milk, some carrots, and he rushes home to get started with the cooking. Oh, and here's Ellie on her way to the parents' house. Ellie has always excelled in academics and had graduated at the top of her class. She has never been afraid of hard work and is a firm believer in what is right and what is wrong. And having placed so much societal pressure on herself, she developed an enjoyment for alcohol. Making sure she has a bottle for dinner, after the grocer congratulates her, she makes her way to her old apartment. Here's Lady K coming from the other end. That's their youngest daughter, flowers in hand. Lady K, unlike her sister, had not completed her studies. She works at the El Cubo Art Gallery and has been exposed to the city's business community, developing strong ties with business leaders and politicians. Ellie arrives first, and the Sarge greets her and congratulates her. And Lady K arrives, and the Sarge greets her. As they gather together, you could see that apartment living is tight. With everyone seated, they're ready to eat. Oh, there's the first glass. And as congratulations are shared, let's eat. Oh, now the second glass. And as the Sarge shares his week, oh, there's the third glass. Come on, Ellie, control yourself. What's the matter with you? As everyone recaps their week, Lady K appreciates the update from the police department, from the district attorney's office, and the media. And as everyone is enjoying their dinner, here we go again. There was a retaliation shooting last night from the church at the Brancaccios in front of the social club at the corner cafe. It's no secret that every business on Hester, Mulberry, and Bayard Street is being extorted by the Brancaccios. The church is doing the same over in Brighton Avenue. When it comes to prostitution, gun running, and the numbers, it's all controlled by the Brancaccios. The church, they control the drug trade. The problem in this neighborhood is, when the police canvass the area, no one sees anything, no one hears anything, no one knows anything. You keep your head down and mind your own business. Ellie, absorbing the gravity of these issues, understands that there's a lot of work that needs to be done. Since it was getting late, they decided to call it a night. As Ellie and Lady K head out, you can't help but to notice a bunch of Brancaccios hang out outside in front of the cafe, because from the shooting from the night before. As Lady K walks by, you can feel a sense of respect given by all the Brancaccios towards her. And the shopkeeper gives his respect. After cleaning up, the Sarge takes the garbage out. And who does he see in the back? A bunch of churches hanging out. Hey, get out of here. As he finished taking the garbage out, a guy in a black robe appears. Who's this guy? The guy in the black robe gives Sarge a heads up, letting him know, don't stand too close to the mayor tomorrow at the ribbon cutting ceremony. It's from your guardian angel. And then he disappears. And as the mayor is about to cut the ribbon, oh no! Multiple rifle shots could be heard.